Hello, everyone. This is Sonia Marie, and I'm glad that you can join me. If you are coming back, I appreciate you being here and being so faithful to what it is that comes through me and the information that I have to share. If this is your first time, welcome. I'll probably be a little mellow today because D Nice kicked my ass last night and had the most awesome party at the Hollywood Bowl. So I'm going to do my best. To slide on in here and give y'all some information. Please be patient with us, sister. I'd greatly appreciate that. I wanted to make this quick announcement like I did last week. There's still one spot available to our fourth annual Word Life Astrology Retreat in Yosemite from October 20th through the 24th of this year. Please join us. Please join us. If you are that one person and you want to slide in and take advantage of a good time, like for real, a healing time, basking in these awesome trees that are big as buildings, like honestly, like it's just incredible in Yosemite if you haven't been before, alongside our workshops and just meeting some good people. So again, email me at wordlifeastrology at gmail. wordlifeastrology@gmail.com. Listen, I'm not gonna promise y'all the best goddamn live this today. I'm gonna be straight up and down. A girl is suffering. We had way too much fun. I had too much fun. So I'm just going to do my best to take my time and give it to you like I can. All right. Anyway, for those that one person that wants to go, please, even though it says sold out in the description box, there's one spot available. Hit me up, wordlifeastrology@gmail.com. All right. Let me say what's happening to the people. Y'all understand my pain. What's up, Robbie Rob? Desiree is here. Walaikum salam, William. Milana is here as well. Loves love is going to the retreat. Yes, you are. I can't wait to meet you, see you, squeeze you. What's up, Tasha? How you doing? Malika is here. Tinjin is here. Kitty was here. Kitty was here. Okay, hi, Kitty. You was here and you still here? Are you still here? Nice to have you in here. I don't recognize your name, but so glad that you slipped on through. What's up, Angela and April? Nappy conversation. What's happening with you? I'm so glad that you guys came on in here and you're catching me live. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So let's talk about hi Xavier. Let's talk about what's going down this week. There's one shift, as I mentioned on Instagram just now, that's taking place, and today that's Mercury going into Libra for a couple of weeks. Mercury usually stays in a sign for a good 5 weeks, give or take, 4 to 6 weeks, give or take, depending on what else is going on in the universe and if it goes retro and has to go back and forth, whatever. But usually maybe like close to 5 to 7 weeks, more than anything. In any case, it gives us an opportunity to establish a different type of communication, a different type of connection with people. And I, for one, love when it's in Libra. Although it goes in the squares, it goes up against my Cancer sun and goes up against Capricorn energy too, because there are two squares to every sign. And oh Lord, there are 2 squares to every sign. And Libra square is Cancer and Capricorn. So it may be a little crunchy to some Cancer people and some Capricorn people, but the reason why I love it, because the focus is on partnerships. The focus is about communicating with your partner. The focus is about communicating in a justice-oriented way. The focus is about coming to a middle ground, being a mediator, understanding that you have to be fair in order to get to a particular destination, in a relationship, in a connection, in a work relationship, in your environment. I think it's a beautiful thing when we hone in on the proper way to communicate. Now, listen, not everybody is good at it, and I will never, ever, hi, Feed Daddy 87. I will never, ever profess that I am the best at communicating. However, I do know that it takes a minute to It takes some time, some effort, some patience in order to master it in a way in which makes everybody feel comfortable. I believe that the best thing about communication is being heard. You ever have a conversation with somebody, and we're going to go into other aspects of the week too, and then I'm going to pick two people to read their charts and possibly, if I'm open enough, to get some downloads. Girl and guys, whoever is on here. Oh my God, last night was a trip. So the reason why I have you ever had a conversation? This is where I was gonna go. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody and you know damn well they're not really paying attention to you? They're so busy trying to finish your sentence, or I should say, they're so busy trying to get what they need to get out before you even finish. Their eyes are in another direction. They're thinking about something, and then they say, "Oh yeah, but I heard you," or like, "Yeah, I paid attention." And we all do it on some level. However, when it comes to true communication, in my opinion, which Mercury and Libra brings, it comes with the compassion, the understanding, the fairness of allowing a person to get their information out, to be heard, to be understood, even if you don't like it. Even if you don't like it. Oftentimes we turn people off when we communicate with them because it's not what we want to hear. We don't agree with it. It's not part of our moral structure, our moral standards. What's so dope about air signs, especially Libra and well, all of them actually, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, is that they have a really, really uncanny way of separating emotion from facts. And when it's in Aquarius, I'm sorry, when it's in Mercury, Mercury is in an air sign, and we are all hit with it. We are being given the opportunity to see the facts, to see the reality of a thing, to take the emotion out of communication and actually hear what somebody is being, what somebody is saying. When I do readings sometimes, not sometimes, 99.9% of the time, I'm incredibly poetic. I'm Sonia. I curse. I get to the point. I talk to God and blah, 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 blah. Like there's so much in my readings. By the way, if you'd like to get a reading, hit me up in on my website at WordlifeAstrology. I love doing couples readings too. Okay. So if you want to do that thing, check out my site and go to the readings page. Okay. But oftentimes I say when I'm in this reading, listen through the words. Listen through the words. Oftentimes, that's what I should have entitled this shit. Listen through the words, because we have a and what I mean by that mainly is listening and intuiting what you feel through the words, what a person is actually saying as opposed to what the words are saying. Do y'all understand that? Yes, yes, y'all. Anybody? Listen through the words. Listening through the words enables you to have compassion. Again, understanding for what the person is saying. Well, and sometimes, like today, having a hard time twisting my mouth up talking because D Nice wore me out. Sometimes you can actually get a better understanding by knowing what they want to say as opposed to holding them true for the words that they say. That sounds tricky because on some level you go, well, what you said was X, Y, and Z. This is how I got to this thing. And if you don't care, you shouldn't be talking to a motherfucker. I'm just trying to say. If you don't care, talking to a motherfucker. I'm just trying to say. If you don't care about what people are saying, you shouldn't have conversations with people. Sonia is hella not deep today. But the bottom line is this, like for real, Libra, Mercury and Libra offers that opportunity where we can look and listen through the words, and we can find a way in which we can get to a medium, to a middle ground, to understand people, to again get fair, also to help them get what they need. Because the bottom line is that sometimes we don't listen long enough or intent enough to give them what they actually need. Even though they didn't say it, we can intuit people through the words is the point. I'm having a hard time with this, but I want y'all to know that this is a very, very important time for you and your partner, you and your business partner, you and your boyfriend, your girlfriend, to actually sit down and have those heart-to-heart talks. This is the moment before Mercury goes retrograde, which I don't know when that's going to be. Ooh, I gotta look that up. Before Mercury goes retrograde and it gets a little screwed up, we have a chance to make things clear to the people that we care for. Listen, I want to get into what's happening tomorrow only because tomorrow is a doozy of a day. I usually don't do this, but I'm going to run down some aspects to you. And if you are well versed in astrology, then more power to you. But and you'll know what I mean by this day. If you're not, I'm going to do my best to explain a little bit of it. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Gemini moon is where we are currently. It's kind of jacking up a little bit of its connection with Virgo planets. We talked about squares earlier. Gemini squares is Virgo and Pisces. Okay, so tomorrow there's a little bit of squaring that's going on because this Gemini moon, which allows us to emote and to put information out there, to express ourselves in a very Gemini superficial kind of way with information only, is going up against Virgo information that says get to the details. Gemini says, I don't need to get to the details. Virgo says, no, we have to get to the details in order for this week, the information to be played out and for us to what? Listen. Ain't that something? Coming right back to one. So if Gemini, listen to this. If Gemini doesn't pay attention to where Gemini moon doesn't pay attention to where Mercury Libra wants to go, you'll again be listening to people without paying attention to what it is they're saying. You have to look for the details, which Virgo energy is trying to suggest. But that moon in Gemini goes against that Virgo energy. And that moon in Gemini is all emotion. So if you get caught up in your emotions about what people are saying and the details that they are trying to give you, we won't be listening intently with that Mercury Libra. You see how that works? I'm just wondering. Y'all got that? That's a big deal. So tomorrow, bussin', there's a couple of things that's happening. The sun is going to quincunx Saturn that's going retrograde. That's a big deal. That's a little irritation. Overcritical, overanalyze. It irritates and takes away from the lessons and the limitations that are being revealed. So I'm gonna break that down real quick. With the sun in Virgo going up against Saturn in reverse, Saturn reverse is saying, yo, I'm trying to reveal to you the lessons and the fears that are coming up. The sun, where are we? In Virgo is saying to get a little bit more detailed about that thing. The sun in Virgo is saying care a little bit more about these lessons and these fears that are coming up. But when they quincunx one another, there's an irritation. So already tomorrow on Tuesday, we're having this little crunchy kind of feeling. I don't want to see the details. I don't want to see myself yet again. That's all we're doing with these retrograde planets, is seeing and revisiting the painful aspects of ourselves, the things that we need to learn, the shit that we've been duping ourselves on, and so on and so forth, because there's 5 planets that are retrograde right now. So if the sun is like, yo, the sun is like, we need to go into details, and Saturn is like, yo, I'm tired of revealing all of this shit. Here's the deal. Please don't be tired. Please don't get tired about making yourself better. Okay, because that's what it's all about. These retrograde planets and the fact that we need to dive down deep in what we need to see more, or about ourselves and the people that are around us, is only making us better. Ooh, where are my words today? At the Hollywood Bowl, goddammit. The moon in Gemini squares against Mars in Virgo. Ding, 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 ding. These are the 2 reasons why. I'm not going to say too much more after this because my brain ain't working. These are the 2 reasons why I wanted to say this. The sun quincunxing Saturn going reverse. The moon is squaring up against Mars. And the other one, the moon is squaring up against Neptune going reverse. Let's go back to that moon squaring up against Mars. That is a time. Yo, the moon has to do with emotions, expressions, karmic information, shit that we've been trying to clean out in this lifetime that keeps coming back in order for us to heal through emotionally. Connections with our mother. This is all the moon and women, right? When it squares Mars, when it irritates, like really irritates Mars and pronounces a challenge, right? It squares Mars. Mars deals with anger. Mars deals with confrontation. Mars deals with aggression, sex, movement, motivation, determination. Mars is everything that's fiery. So you have the expression of the moon in Gemini saying, we just want to be superficial. I don't want to necessarily talk. Moon and Gemini people or Moon and Gemini energy never likes going deep. Understand that. It stays incredibly superficial and it only deals with the facts and gives everything and everybody the benefit of the doubt. Moon and Gemini. When it squares up against Mars, Mars is like, look, in Virgo, I'm trying to get the details. I'm trying to help somebody. I'm trying to service a thing. You understand? You can't do that by staying surface. That's a blow up situation. That's a time. Do y'all understand that? Yes, yes, y'all. When you have your moon, when you have the moon going up against aggression, I'm going to tell you honestly, do yourself a favor and pick your battles tomorrow. Do yourself a favor and try not to be right as opposed to being peaceful. That moon, I'm sorry, that Mars and Virgo wants us to be right because it's looking for the details to validate this expression that Gemini is given. And Gemini's like, I don't give a fuck if you validate anything. I just want to stay superficial and don't want to do nothing. But that's a conundrum when they're going up against each other like that. That's a problem, y'all. So again, pick your battles. Do you want to be right or do you want to be peaceful? Do you want to prove a thing just so you can say again that you're right, or just so you can look good? Do you really need to do that in order to, with the potential of having a blow up, a fight, an argument, a crash, road rage, or whatever? Let them go by. Let them go by. Okay, that's tomorrow. At the same time, that moon in Gemini is squaring up, and these are temporary positions, because the moon changes signs every 2.5 days, give or take, right? So we switch out of this vibration, the next day or the day after. You did, but it doesn't mean that moon can't come in there and kind of ruffle some feathers. You know what I mean? So the moon in Gemini squares also Neptune going reverse. Now, I don't know if y'all remember me saying this, but I think I did last week. Neptune going reverse in retrograde right now is allowing us to take the veil off. Is allowing us to see everything that we need to see to keep us out of the delusion and confusion of life. When the moon goes up against that, again, you don't want to see it. Our emotions get a little thrown off by it, by seeing what we need to see. Y'all get that? So you pissed tomorrow because the veil is off and the truth is coming out and you don't want to see what's being revealed because the moon in Gemini doesn't want to deal with it. The moon in Gemini just wants to stay flighty, just wants to stay changeable, just wants to be in its own space, in its own headspace. The moon in Gemini is not looking for the delusions, or as to say the clarity any longer. It's not tomorrow. So you may feel like you want to get pissed off, and then it hits that Mars. Then it feels like you really want to, fight and you want to explode. If not with someone else, with yourself. Forgive me, y'all. Again, I'm not that poetic today. I'm going to stop apologizing in a minute, but this is bugging me out that I can't talk the way I want to. But I want y'all to know that, and I came on here to tell you that Tuesday is a crunchy ass day. Watch your details. Watch you wanting to be right. Watch you having to see yourself again and again and again and revealing the truth that's on you. It's necessary that we see all of these things right now, y'all. Why? Especially with Neptune, because if you don't see what Neptune is revealing, Neptune will do a reverse shit on you and put you right back in the dump. And what I mean by that, you start Neptune's energy has to deal with addictions. It has to deal with music and art. It has to deal with confusion and delusions, right? It'll wrap you right back into your delusionary state. Aren't you tired of being a dupe? Aren't you tired of being duped? I can't even. Aren't you tired being duped? Aren't you tired that your tongue is not working? Goddamn it! I'm just saying, watch out for it. Tuesday is a doozy. All right, fuck the shit. Let's go off to the sun, the moon, and the rise. This is one of them days, y'all. What's up, Medea? How you doing? Hi, Dean Russell, who has their sun, their moon, and their rise. Alyssa, I am tired. I'm tired too. I'm tired right now. I'm sweating. I'm tired. I'm tired of being duped. I'm tired of duping my damn self. That's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of duping myself. I'm tired of telling myself everything is this and that and X, Y, and Z when it's absolutely not that way. The reality is what's going on. Just look around. Call a thing a thing. Call it a thing, y'all. Now that I know I can, now that I know I can know what I'm feeling that way, no, I don't need to be right. Some relationships with people are way more important than being right for a day. That's right, Kitty was here. I'm so glad you said that. All right, Bella means beautiful. Your sun sign is Leo, rising is Libra, and the moon is Scorpio. So because I just mentioned that Mercury is in Libra right now, you may have some contract situations coming up because Mercury is going to be in your first house. You got Libra rise. Mercury is about to be in your first house. You're about to be really, really talkative, to be quite honest with you. Excuse me. Sign some contracts, get some things going. Bella means beautiful. Get some things going. Talk a good game. Use your charm. I love Libra rising people because they're charming as fuck. I always say the joke, or I should say, I don't know, I think it's funny, but I always go to a bar. I love going to a bar or to a club with somebody that has Libra rising because they're always willing to go out there and get the drinks from the dudes. They got this charm. They got this dignified flirt on them that allows them, Libra rise people, allows them to get the drinks, get the money, get whatever it is that they need to get. That sounds a little facetious and kind of off the cuff against my brothers, but I'm not. I'm just being fun. But they are incredibly, you are incredibly Libra rise, incredibly charming and fascinating, and love to what? Listen to people, understand people, have a great conversation, even disagree with people. Libra energy loves to debate. It loves to debate, and it's really, really Libra rise too. Loves to even debate with people when they don't agree with them, because again, they like to see other points of views. That Libra rise. That Scorpio moon, however, some never. That's what that is, right? That Scorpio moon oftentimes denotes that your family upbringing was a little crunchy, or you had a very interesting and I would say interesting relationship with your mom. Scorpio moon is some type of energy to reincarnate in. Why? And I'm not talking shit, nor am I trying to be depressed. I'm trying to make you depressed. But you've come back to dive deep in your emotions and hold everybody's emotions for your own. It's not an easy placement. None of us have easy placements, honestly, because we're on the planet and we came to work this shit out, and we utilize our personalities to do that. But that moon in Scorpio is something really, really special because you go places that other people don't want to go. Bella means beautiful. And you carry people, like I just said, and you like to destroy things. And the real reason why I like to say that Scorpio moon especially loves to destroy with emotions and emotional connections, or is born into destruction or traumatic situations, is because you, my love, have the ability to create something magical out of the destruction. Scorpio energy and Scorpio moon energy gets a bad rap. It's not always dramatic, although it is included, but you have the opportunity and the ability to create magic out of it, to turn like the worst situations into like abundance, prosperity, love, joy. Don't stop at the fact that, oh my God, my life is this way. No, you got to leave a rise. You charming as fuck. You can walk in the room and get whatever it is that you want. And that sun being Leo, please, the sun will shine and allow the will, the courage and the will that you have to move mountains and create a better life for you. To create a better life for you. Moon and Scorpio is not easy. I just wanted to get that out. I hope that means something to you. I honestly feel stopped. I'm not going to read you too much more because there's a lot more to say, and I don't really have it right now. Kaylin Duncan, some Sag Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Scorpio Rising. Well, there you go. So here's the deal. Here's the deal about Scorpio rising versus Scorpio moon. Y'all know that the rising is what you put out, right? Your ascendant is, I like to say that your sun is you naked and your rising is you with clothes on. So your rising actually is you showing your clothes, you on the outside of you, you protecting you, you defending you. Is what comes up when you get fearful. The moon is the emotional reaction to everything that goes on around you. Like I said, relationship with your mom, karmic information. So they show up in two different ways. Scorpio rising people, you can tell straight off the bat. Oftentimes they have really, really small eyes, beady eyes, or they're very observant, and they oftentimes look really pulled back, like just watching everything. You understand? Scorpio rising people can be incredibly vindictive when they get fearful. They never forget what you did to them, and they're coming back at you 10 years later. Scorpio rise people are determined. Like we said earlier, you destroy things. That energy loves to destroy things so it can create something, and it's determined to create something better each and every time. Sag sun, oh, look at that. Look at that. That Sag Scorpio combination. That Sag sun is very interesting in the way when you have Sag and Scorpio combination. Here's what I was talking about to my dear sweetheart earlier. That Sag and Scorpio energy is interesting because Scorpio again is emotional and destructive and highly hyper sensitive, right? Likes to create, like I said, goes deep, oftentimes dramatic, right? That Sag energy is dismissive as fuck. Never wants to be the bad guy or the bad girl. Always wants to make up with somebody or have somebody make up with them. Again, they just don't want to be, they always want to be positive, and oftentimes will truthfully deal with consequences if they have to. Whew, that Sag energy is interesting like that. And that combination is even more interesting. I'm sure in your youth, you will like that a little bit more. I forgot your name already. In the sense that you would blow shit up and then be like, oh, well, kind of feel. As we get older, we have to take responsibility for the things that we do. And that Sag Scorpio rise will teach you sooner than soon. And then you have an Aquarius moon that really doesn't give a fuck and is rebellious as hell. You understand what I mean? So you are very, very determined to do and get what it is that you want. Bravo to you. Bravo to you. Just don't burn bridges as you go along. And please take accountability for who you are and what you need to do in this life, because that Sag will just fuck it off. That Sag will just be like, well, you know, we could do something different. I just blew it up. But, you know, I was saying earlier, that Scorpio energy would blow up the house, and the Sag would be like, it's okay. We'll just buy another house. But you just killed 5 people in the goddamn house. Like that kind of feeling, like dismissive like that. And dealing with whatever consequences that come along. And then your moon in Aquarius is reacting in a way, well, I'm rebellious. I know. That's the famous line of Aquarius people and Aquarius energy. I know you know. Do you have to continue to say that you know? But that's a brilliant thing, which makes you very, very intelligent. And if you don't know a thing, you're going to find out. That's the upside to that. But the other part of that is the rebelliousness that comes along alongside of that Sagittarius and Scorpio energy. Just do yourself a favor. Because you have a lot of good friends and love to have a good time, reveal yourself a little bit to them, your darkest secrets, your open heart, so they can know who you are and where you're coming from. So when you do blow up a thing, big or small, they can understand why you did that. Truthfully, back to one, communication. Communication is necessary. Even though that Scorpio energy doesn't want to trust anybody, it's very hard to trust people. You're going to have to trust a few folks, because they're going to have to see honestly what it is and why you do what you do. So you're not always the bad person. That was a lot, y'all, and I'm going to go. I hope this helped. This is the first time I caught a live. It's so fun. Oh, thank you, Alyssa. Honestly, you need to come back. Again, your girl is not in the best light today. D-Nice whooped my ass, and I think I need to go take a nap at 6 o'clock in the PM. Hey, Y'all have a really, really good week, okay? Take care of yourselves. Pick your battles, especially tomorrow. Get to the detail of a thing, and then when you see whatever it is, you can utilize the square of that Gemini energy I was talking about earlier and be superficial after you figure out what it is you're being superficial about. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Impo, how you doing, brother? I love you. Y'all take care of yourself, all right? I'm gonna go take a nap.